right, we've got a real clash of the titans on our hands today. Two of Canon's absolute best cameras are going head-to-head in a battle for professional supremacy. But which one is actually the right tool for you? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break it all down to help you figure that out.
Okay, so let's get right into it. In one corner, you've got the reigning champion, the Canon R5. I mean, this thing is the heavyweight powerhouse, known for its just absolute knockout resolution. And then, in the other corner, you have the up-and-coming challenger, the R6 Mark II. It's kind of like the lean, mean fighting machine that's way faster on its feet and a whole lot lighter on your wallet. And that price difference, man, that is the first major factor here. We're talking about a $1,400 gap. You know, that's a lot of money to just leave on the table. It's enough to get you a seriously top-tier professional lens. So before you go and open up your wallet, let's take a really close look at what you're actually getting for all that cash. All right, ding, 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 let's get ready to rumble. For our first round, we're diving right into the heart of the matter, the sensor. This is the big battle for pure, unadulterated image quality. And right out of the gate, the R5 lands the first major blow. We're talking a massive 45-megapixel sensor that's a whopping 87% more pixels than the Challenger. You know, to put that into perspective, it's kind of like comparing an 8K television to a 4K one. The sheer level of detail is just, it's on a completely different level. And look, that incredible detail, it is absolutely not just for bragging rights. It is a critical tool for commercial photographers. You know, the folks who need to print massive billboards or crop in super heavily without losing even a shred of quality. For those kinds of jobs, the R5's power is just, it's undeniable. But wait a second, the Challenger is not down for the count just yet. The R6 Mark II comes right back and counters with a secret weapon, plain old physics. You see, its pixels are physically larger. We're talking an 86% greater surface area. For anyone who doesn't live and breathe sensor tech, it's really simple. Bigger buckets catch more rain, and bigger pixels, well, they capture more light. Simple as that. And this right here, this illustrates that trade-off perfectly. The R6 Mark II's bigger pixels, they give it double the native ISO range. That means cleaner, much less noisy images when you're shooting in dark environments. For anyone who's ever shot in a dimly lit wedding venue or some dark event hall, this is a huge, huge practical win. So that's the end of round one. The R5 came out swinging, you know, with that insane resolution. But the R6 Mark II really countered hard with its incredible low-light performance. So now it is time for round two. This is where we look at speed, autofocus, and just the raw ability to capture that perfect, fleeting moment. And wow, the Challenger just comes out swinging, completely dominating this round on paper. The R6 Mark II doubles the R5's top speed at a blistering 40 frames per second. It focuses just a little bit better in near total darkness, and it offers 81% more battery life. And I gotta tell you, as someone who shoots long events, that last one, that alone can literally make or break your entire day. But believe it or not, the R6 Mark II has another secret weapon up its sleeve. One that you won't even find listed on the main spec sheet. It's this really clever piece of tech that can turn what would have been a near miss into a truly once-in-a-lifetime shot. Okay, so what is it? It's the pre-shooting buffer. So just imagine this. You're a wildlife photographer, and you're waiting for a bird to take flight. With this feature, the camera is already recording frames before you even fully press the shutter button. That means you can capture the exact moment the wings start to flap, even if your own reaction is a split second late. It's a true game changer. No other way to put it. All right, and now it is time for the final round. This is where things get really interesting. In one corner, you've got the R5 with its just stunning 8K video capabilities. And in the other, you've got the R6 Mark II with its super reliable, unlimited recording. This is the video showdown, resolution versus reliability. Let's be clear, the R5's 8K video is just, it's a thing of beauty. It is so incredibly detailed, you feel like you can practically reach out and touch the pixels. And that kind of resolution, it gives you so much flexibility to crop, to reframe, to stabilize your shots in post-production. It offers a level of creative control that honestly was once only possible with a Hollywood-sized budget. But as with all things that seem almost too good to be true, there is a catch, and it's a big one. One that directly impacts how you can actually use all that power out in the real world. You see, the R5 is an absolute powerhouse, but it can also be a bit of a hothead. When you're shooting at its highest resolutions, the sensor can overheat, and that forces the camera to just stop recording. The R6 Mark II, on the other hand, is a cool customer. It can shoot for hours and hours on end without even breaking a sweat. And that makes it the far, far more reliable choice for things like long interviews, wedding ceremonies, or any kind of live event. And really, the R6 Mark II is a true video workhorse through and through. I mean, it's got that unlimited recording, a dedicated switch so you can jump between photo and video instantly. It's also got smart features like in-camera focus breathing correction for those really cinematic focus pulls. And it even has an advanced hot shoe for getting cleaner, high-quality digital audio. It's built for video. And that is the final bell. So after 3 pretty hard-fought rounds, it is time to go to the judges' scorecard. But look, this isn't about choosing a winner and a loser. It's about choosing the right fighter for your specific job. So, who should choose the R5? Well, if you're a commercial photographer shooting for a major brand and they need a billboard-sized image that is sharp enough to cut glass, then yeah, the R5 is your champion. It is for the creator who needs the absolute maximum resolution with absolutely no compromises. But if you're a wedding photographer and you're running and gunning for 12 hours straight and you need a camera that can keep up with you every single step of the way, then the R6 Mark II is your undisputed champion. It is the reliable workhorse built from the ground up for speed and endurance. And please never forget this critical piece of advice. You've probably heard it before, but it's so true. Date your camera bodies, but marry your lenses. That $1,400 you save by going with the R6 Mark II, that could buy you a spectacular lens that will have a far greater impact on your images than any camera body ever could. So, the scorecard is in. The final decision now rests with you. Are you going for the raw, pixel-punching power of the R5 or the nimble speed and unwavering reliability of the R6 Mark II? So, which champion will you choose?